Let's get it, man. Welcome back to another edition of Dead Ass Serious, the hottest new podcast out right now. And I got a special guest with me today, man. I got Alan Martin, a.k.a. Snoop, man. How you doing today, man?
Doing good, brother. How about yourself?
We doing good, man. How you been feeling today?
Man, I've been feeling great. You know, got a little workout in. That's how I start my day.
Yeah, on a Saturday.
It don't matter what day it is.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Every day. That was up, man. So let the people know where you from.
I mean, I'm, Huntsville area. I mean, I grew up, I guess considered East Limestone, like outside of Madison. And,
So you from the area?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
yeah.
So you seen a lot of changes that have been going up here in Huntsville.
Yeah, man, definitely. Especially particularly in this area, just on governors in particular. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on here. Is I guess what you could call gentrification is going on. You know what I mean? Because this is say like 5-6 years ago or maybe 3. It used to be, I feel like, a little bit more hood area. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, for instance, just behind the building. There's a road right behind us, and it was dark. You know what I mean? But now they have repaved the road. They put a sidewalk They put a sidewalk for people can walk on it to get between the Stove House and Campus 805, the 2 brewery areas. And they lit it up with all type of little light poles up and down. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. Bring people money and everything to the area. But things definitely changing.
Right. Well, I'm glad this got set up, man, because like I was telling you earlier, prior before the interview, we was talking about Rocket City Gym. That's where we currently at right now, located out Governors. Which leads me to the next question. What got you into boxing?
I mean, when I was, as a kid, I would see it on TV here and there, but, it's watching boxing as a kid and watching wrestling is almost like hand in hand. You don't really know or understand the game for real. You was thinking wrestling was real back in the day.
Exactly.
But really, man, when I was like 13, 14, I was riding actually down Nick Davis with my mom, and we happened to see this place called Rox Box, and so we had pulled off in there, and luckily they wouldn't open necessarily for training at that time, but they was open, the door was open, and that's where I met Coach Larry Bright, the one who eventually started this gym, and I mean that's kind of like how it led all up till today.
Okay, can you explain to the folks what is Rocket City Boxing Gym for the ones that don't know?
Let's see, Rocket City Rocks Boxing Gym, man, to me, or to a lot of people, is you could call it like a gym for the community. You know what I mean? So, because the way Coach Larry has set this gym up since 2005. He don't charge kids age 7 to 17 to come here and train. College students, it's free for them too. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know if anybody can really name me one other gym in the area of North Alabama, or just take it all the way down to Birmingham that offers that type of that type of training for free. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, and we get some donations here and there, but I don't even think the community like grasp the whole. How much this place means to everybody, and what it could be even bigger. You know what I mean?
Right. Like I could testify to that for my own personal experience. When I started first coming here, the first time I came, I was still going to A&M, and then I found out that it was another gym, a boxing gym, because I didn't know it was a boxing gym in Huntsville.
Right.
Yeah, because I was looking for one. I was going to like a couple other gyms like Planet Fitness, 24E, and then they ain't got nothing but like one heavy bag, or it ain't too much boxing equipment in a lot of these gyms around here. So that was I was just Googling one day and it popped up, and I seen Rocket City Gym, and I came in here and talked to them. One thing that stood out to me the most was that, like you were saying, it's a gym for the community.
Yeah.
I seen kids from all ages. I seen a kid in here from about probably 9, 10 years old, and he'll getting active to an adult by the age of 50 or 60, and we all in here training together. Like that experience is priceless.
And so, like you were saying, you go to another gym and they might have just one bag, whatever. I would say those are more considered like, a fitness, like boxing fitness, and that's great too, because I do a lot of training for people who just want the fitness, and that's great, but here's where you can get that authenticity. You know what I mean? That real deal. You can train to fight and compete, or you can just train to be in shape and, you know, get to learn the sport a little bit more.
I'm glad you said that. You said compete. So I know it's a team here, but could you explain to the folks what kind of team the gym got?
As far as the team go, like you was talking about, from little kids all the way up to older adults, because as far as amateur boxing, USA boxing is nationwide, right? And so we're in the southeastern region, and so I guess it would be, you know, kind of like any other sport or whatnot. Say like football, for instance, you got like a certain region that your football team plays in. You're gonna play people from other regions. Same thing with boxing. In our region, we'll travel from Alabama to Georgia, Tennessee, you know, maybe Kentucky, Florida, basically wherever there's a bouts at, right? And so there's in the beginning of the season, beginning of the year, is like a list that comes out. Where there used to be, before COVID, a list would come out or whatnot, and people would already kind of schedule to have these bouts, you know, placed on Saturdays, stuff like that. And so you'd call in, you know, basically you would match your guys up with whoever was showing up to the fight. You would do that previous to showing up, and, you know, we would travel and go compete.
All right, good. So who was there to look out? Who are some notable names for some people who may be interested in it, interested, just want to follow up or just learn more about the Rocket City boxing team or gym? Like, for example, like, I'm 30 right now, but a couple years ago, like, let's just say it's some kids around 20 and up that still feel like maybe I got a chance, or if I want to learn the fundamentals or learn how to actually get into the amateurs, is this a place they can come stop by?
Yeah, absolutely, because you know, you can look at there's some guys that are pro now, and whether it's heavyweight or in the lower weight classes, lightweight, it really doesn't matter, because you know, as far as the amateur boxing scene goes, there's a master's class, or even if you from 35 and up is masters. So if you're age 35, you're in the master's class, and then the age group just goes up from there. But it doesn't matter from young kids to older. If competing is something you want to do, come in. This is a place you can start and get your foundation, and just work your way up to amateur rankings from there. And if going pro is something you want to do, then hey, this is where you can start. It's the roots of it, you know.
Right, so y'all hear that, folks. Rocket City Gym, man. If you're interested, come stop by. So to move things along, what made you become a trainer?
So people, I get this question kind of often and whatnot, and really, so, you know, when you're younger, people say like, oh, you need to go to school and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
And so, okay, I was thinking about going to school, and then I was like, oh, what do I want to do? And I always been a business-minded person in the first place, but I was thinking like, oh, well, let me get into like, you know, physical therapy or something. I think that'd be nice, and then maybe work with like a sports team or something like that, you know.
Right.
Because I had known this guy who ended up doing that, so I thought it was cool. But yeah, then come to find out, you know, getting into physical therapy, school is like, go to school is one thing, but then you got to get into the program. The program's competitive. And I'm like, hey, well, competing on the field or court or ring is one thing for me, but competing in the room, just the classroom, I ain't.
That's a different level.
It's different, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, so then I was like, well, how can what's something close to that? This is when I was still thinking about doing physical therapy. I need to start in that field and kind of work my way up, right? So I'm like, okay, you know, physical training or personal training can lead into physical therapy, you know what I mean?
Right.
But then I realized people that end up going to physical therapy, they didn't plan on getting hurt, you know what I mean? And so the whole attitude of why they're there is going to change. And I seen that when I did a little job shadowing and stuff. You know, you have some little bit of everybody, people that's in shape, a lot of people that's out of shape, and their mindset ain't there. And I'm like, oh man, I can't work with people like that. Their mindset ain't with getting better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I stuck with, you know, physical training, personal training versus going into the physical therapy training. Physical training to me is like to build you up. Therapy is to help you recover. Yeah. You're broken, so you gotta.
yeah, most definitely. And so being a trainer in COVID right now, what that's been like?
I mean, no lie. At first, I mean, you watch the media and news and everything, and man, they had everybody scared, and they had me kind of scared too. You know what I mean? And my wife, she's a RN at the hospital, so
Okay.
I get her input, hands-on stuff that she witnesses and stuff like that, which she works on the peds floor with kids, so she didn't see the whole COVID thing hit hard on the pediatrics floor, but I think Maine or whatever, some people definitely came in sick. But as far as at first, like I said, I was skittish to be close to the people and stuff, but you still got to get the money, right?
Right.
So you still got to get up. I don't consider this work, but you still got to get up and train. And I had some people still willing to train, so I'm like, hey, I'll meet you there. But at the same time, what I know is that your body's gonna fight off whatever, and working out is a part of being healthy,
right,
and fighting stuff off. And people who don't do that are more susceptible to getting sick.
Right.
So at first, like I said, scared, but then I realized, man, working out is part of doing what you're supposed to be doing to fight off any illness that's out there. So, but now it's great, man. I've been, as far as, numbers go, ever since March or whenever, when things, when it hit, my numbers had went down, right, because they closed gyms down. But as far as the numbers, the revenue now, it just has consistently been going up, and up.
I would assume that it would go up, because that's what I was gonna point out too. That is, I see a lot of people been working out at home or still at the gym,
right,
and I go to the gym sometimes myself. And I still see it's packed out still, if not more. Like you were saying, I've been seeing that for myself. At the same time, and for the people out there that want to know, what's the best way to get in shape right now?
Best way to get in shape right now is just to start doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Starting with something.
Yeah. I always tell people, man, something's better than nothing.
Right.
If you just want to sit there do nothing, ain't nothing gonna change for you. And that go with everything in life, really. So, just get up and get on your damn feet, move, man.
Move. That's it. Simple as just walking around, calculating your steps, or even jogging.
Yeah, I mean, get up to that point where you jogging. I don't care if it's cold outside or not. You can't let nothing like that stop you. It's cold, and so what?
So what's your take on running? Some people, for me, I can testify, I don't like to run too much. But I do, but it's just like, I know I'm not the only person, but there's other people out there that don't like to run. So what's your take on running? Like, what's the benefits of what running can do for you?
I mean, like you said, some people love to run. I don't love to run either.
Okay.
But it's something I do, but it's something I do to mix it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So if I was saying, like, why you running? You running because you need some cardio. Okay. Well, what else can you do for cardio? Well, you can jump rope. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
If you're running, you gotta figure out, like, what's the body doing when you're running? You're on the balls of your feet. What you doing when you jump rope? You're on the balls of your feet. You know what I mean? And it's all about getting the heart rate up. At the end of the day, just get your blood pumping, get your heart rate up, burn calories.
So in other words, heart rate is basically the cardio, boosting that. Anything that helps boost the heart rate will help you with cardio.
Yeah, I mean, you could do a whole bunch of squats real fast, or do 3, 4, pick your 3, 4, 5 exercises, or 1 or 2, and do a set or whatever, and boom, do another one real quick.
Shadow boxing, would that build up cardio?
Man, absolutely. People and people who want to, and people who think they want to box, whether you want to box on a competition level, or if you want to box just to be fit, your shadow boxing can be. I always tell people, when you're starting out, first of all, your shadow boxing need to be real slow and easy. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody come in and they want to be all hard with their shots and stuff. Okay, I get it. It's punching. I understand. But to start, you got to feel yourself from head to toe in it, and to become better at it and look smooth, like you see people look smooth.
Yeah.
That's how you got to start slow and work your way up. But once you get that down, shadow boxing hard or being explosive with it can definitely give you some good cardio.
What they call it, the sweet science.
Yeah, the sweet science, right?
Yeah, most definitely. All right, so for people that don't know nothing about boxing, can you break down, like, the basics of, like, what boxing is, like just a general definition?
Let's see here. Well, when they relate boxing to chess, is a chess match, right? So, all right, and then some people might not know anything about chess. All right, I get that too. And I don't know how to play chess either. But when I had tried, I figured out. Never did really learn the moves of the chess, but I figured out what was supposed to happen.
Right.
So it's all about fooling, or in that, you know what I'm saying? It's all
Learning
about
the rules.
like it's all about, you know, kind of baiting your opponent to do what you want them to do. So let's just say with the jab, like, you know, if you're gonna try to hit somebody in the head, well, it might not be a good idea to always just hit straight for the head. Maybe you should try to hit them in the body first, just to get them to drop their hands and then hit them in the head. You know what I'm saying? So that's like chess is the boxing, or vice versa.
And I hear that, I hear a lot of people say that, like, boxing as well. What's the percentage? Is 70% mind or 90%
you know,
mental and the other physical?
Whatever you believe it can be it. You know what I mean? Like, as far as the little analogy go, I mean, because, you know, you know, it is.
It's a preference. It's on you.
Yeah, it is. It's on you. If you want to be, put it like this, if you want to be the type to go in and just try to get the knockout, then you more of the 90% physical, right, and 10% mental.
Right.
But if you want to go in there and you want to really just make the person look dumb, or you want to beat them with some, you know, real slick style, then your 90% would be mental and the 10% be physical. You know what I'm saying?
Can you give people an example of who was somebody like 90% physical?
90% physical. Okay. Deontay Wilder would be 90% physical because he can't box. It's just the truth about it, right?
Yeah.
But he don't need no 10% mental, because his 90% physical would take you out.
In a heartbeat. And you honest about that, because one thing I studied about Deontay is that he could be losing rounds, but like he'll tell you himself, you have to win every round, but all it takes is one punch for me and it can come at any given time. And he showed that repeatedly.
Right.
And I just seen an interview not too long ago. He's talking about he's trying to come back out and fight again. He want the top fighters he ain't fought yet.
Yeah, I mean, the top fighters, they change a little bit. Because whoever wins, loses, whatever, you know, it's always kind of changing. Yeah. But you know, the top three really is the same still. You know, you got Wilder, Fury, and Anthony Joshua, right? Because they're the only ones that either have some belts or had some belts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And but it's some new up and coming guys. You know.
It is. It's a lot of new ones coming out. And the further lead on the boxing conversation, who is your favorite 3 boxers of all time? Anytime.
Man, you know, I would say starting from way back, I would say, you know, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, of course Ali, and man, a fourth, I'm gonna say Holyfield. You know,
real deal, man. I like Holyfield too, man. I feel like he kind of underrated in a way sometimes. Like, man, they don't give him his credit about being a real deal. He didn't get that name for nothing.
No, he didn't. But you know, he was always in the shadow of Tyson. You know, let's add Tyson to it. You know, but the reason I chose, you know, those 3 in the beginning, the Lewis, Ray Robinson, and Ali, is not just because of their boxing skill, man. It's because of what they meant to, like, the black culture and black community.
What they
you know
stood
what I'm saying?
for.
Man, yeah, them guys was like some real superheroes at the time. You know, it was if you think about Joe Louis, I mean, hell, I ain't exact on the years that he was fighting, but it had to be like the 30s and 40s. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you can stretch it out and say the 50s. I mean, that was way before desegregation was going on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So and you're able to go into the ring. You're being managed by a group of white people. You know what I mean? Who at the time you pretty much, it's a 90% chance they was racist and didn't like the fact that you was winning, but they was making money off you. So I mean, it's not far from what Mandingo fighting was back in the day when slaves was going on. You know what I'm saying? So
same thing.
So it's just so close. So for them guys, that's why they were like heroes, because you know they would back in the day they would hear it on the radio. You know what I mean? Right. And I mean, it just brought people together.
Fun fact about that too, man. I got an uncle named Joe Louis. R.I.P.
For real?
Yeah, yes sir. So for the night, man, as you know, Broner and Santiago facing off tonight, man. Let the people know who you got, who you predict.
I mean, put it like this. I'm always happy when Broner wins. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But when he loses in such a bad fashion.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he just, when he loses as like the laziest. You know, the best thing Broner ever had was his mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? He was able to just intimidate. He's able to talk a good game, you know, and it's but that's what you got to have in boxing. You know, you got to sell the fights. You know, ain't nobody gonna sit there. That's why some of the, you know, say Lomachenko, Canelo Alvarez, he is huge, but he can't really speak English.
Yeah.
He could be, I feel like, even bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pacquiao the same way. He rough on the English too, but he got a household name.
Yeah, right. But and it's because, wow, their winning streak is so strong. And the people that they have fought, you ain't no scrubs, you know? And they be beating them and, like, just sweeping them off the floor, like, in good fashion. So, you know, if you let your boxing speak for you, you gonna get a lot of followers and people gonna like you, but you know, but if you do all the talking up front and then you don't back it up with the actions, it'd be looking bad. Yeah, yeah. He'd be looking bad.
Yeah, man. Shout out AB at the same time, man. AB, man. Hey, we rooting for you tonight, man. You gotta take the dub, man. We need it. We need it. Like we need that. He need. I give it to him, Broner, he a good fighter. He didn't get knocked out. He lasted. The fighters he fought that he lost to, he lasted. You know, like I'm not sure about Madonna. I don't know if that went 12 rounds, but I think Madonna just knocked him down. I'm not sure though, but that's as close as it get. And so what's your favorite division right now?
You know, of course, everybody loves the heavyweight divisions, you know.
Yeah.
If I was a pro, I'd be in the heavyweight division, but I ain't got the skill set to even think about that. So I would say, you know, the lightweight, welterweight.
For sure, welterweight. That's me all day too. I like the welterweight division.
Yeah, it's stacked, man. Everybody that's in there, if they would, it would be even better if they could put the money aside. I mean, the money is important. Don't get me wrong, because you risking a lot getting in there.
Right.
But you're making a whole lot of money at the same time, man. Put that to the side and kind of get the go for the recognition versus the payday, because you know I feel like the payday gonna come. Fight the better fighter instead of kind of picking.
That's actually going on right now. A situation Sean Porter and Bud Crawford supposed to be fighting, and I think the situation going on is that they trying to lowball Sean Porter and only give him like $1 million or $2 million. But I'm looking at it at the same time, like I can't speak for him. I don't know if that's something you should take or not. I feel like he worth more than that, but at the same time, he need this fight. That would do if he wins that fight, it would do way more than what money could do. It'll put him at the top again, right there with Spence.
I mean, I feel like now, you know, Sean Porter been doing a more reporting, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Get your money, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I kind of looked at, because of the recent losses Porter had taken, he fought the best guys, but he took the L's, right?
Yeah,
and so now I'm thinking like, well, Sean Porter's kind of like the gatekeeper to get to the people at the top. Yeah. So it's like they'll face him. You know, they'll put people against Porter sometimes, and so if you beat Porter, we'll give you the top guy, maybe a shot at the belt.
I gotta touch on one more thing too. Bud Crawford, you familiar with Terrence Crawford? Yeah. You like Crawford? Do you feel like he's deserved to fight like a person like Spence, or like? Cause some people feel like he ain't fought nobody to get that unification fight, them big top fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, cause you know he just calling out big names like Pacquiao, Spence, but he ain't fought none of the Dennis, Garcias, Keith Thurmans, or Sean Porter's. Like, it's a lot of people. That's why I was saying, like, at the same time, I do feel like, for example, Eric Spence, he had to work for it. All them guys that before he got the belt, he was calling out Daniel Garcia, Sean Porter. They didn't give him a chance. But so he had to fight everybody else to make that happen. And I feel like that's what Crawford got to do at the same time. Because if you want that fight with Spence looking at him like, you going to have to fight somebody.
Yeah, but he has something to give. He has something to bring to the table. You know? So he has his belt. You know, whatever division belt he got, you know, it's so many, it's hard to keep up with sometimes. But hey, Crawford's got a belt. You know what I'm saying? Spence has some belts. He has multiple belts. So, you know, if you bring something to the table, I feel like that kind of gives you one up to be like.
Pacquiao got some belts too. You right.
So whoever got the straps, man, is like they kind of call the shots. But it's like so you're talking about the $1 or $2 million, whatever the figure is for Porter, right?
Right.
Don't forget that. Man, that guy don't take home all of that. He got to split it between like this person, that person, the trainer,
right?
You know, not just like his head trainer, but his cut man,
right?
You know, like his mid guy,
right?
The gym that he trained at, you know what I mean? So then by the time what he takes home, and then don't forget about old Uncle Sam taxes, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So like, how much you really gonna take in after
Facts.
that, you know?
So I feel him on that because he is risking fighting Crawford at the same time, because if he lose, that could put him down a little bit, but he's still certified. But at the same time, you know how that go, man.
And all that behind the scenes stuff that we don't get
politics
to listen to. Yeah, it's just we don't understand it. We want to, but it's like, you know, they ain't gonna let you know all the details and all the fine line details about what they talking about, what this person gets. So we just gotta wait and see what get finalized and be happy with it, I guess.
One more person, Ryan Garcia. What you think about him?
I feel like if he gets into the ring, say, you know, he talking about fighting Tank,
right?
You know, Gervonta Davis, I feel like he ain't ready not that he's not ready, like boxing wise, right? Like his smarts. I don't think he's like physically ready. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's like anybody that's got some age on them knows what they felt like at 20 and what they felt like at 30 is different physically. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Ryan Garcia's a young cat. He's like, what, 21? Young, right? And been working out his whole life, and that's great and everything, but still he ain't really got what they call that man strength about him, and Gervonta Davis has that.
And this the thing with me. Do you think he got a chin? Like, do you think he could take them top boxers' power? Because he got power and speed himself, but can he take them licks? That's the thing I worry about, and I feel like that's why his folks kind of pulled him out of that, because he was calling Tank out after the last fight he won. So
can he? I mean, hey, I don't know if he can take that shot or not, you know. But you know, because Tank got some mean. It's what he known for, really, some power, you know.
Yeah. So
man,
shout out Tank.
Ain't no telling. We'll have to see. Hopefully he don't get hit, and maybe he get hit and we find out. You know what I mean? And we have to go from there.
That's it, man. And what advice would you tell someone who's thinking about becoming a trainer right now in 2021?
I would tell them that for one, you know, get creative with how you want to promote what you do. You know what I mean? I was fortunate enough to already be in a situation to where I already had clientele built up. Already had a place, clientele. Place I'm already training at, this, that, and the other. But I mean, if you're gonna start training now, you got to look at the fact that a lot of people have went to, you know, home training and stuff, online training, and online training is not something I have to do right now. So you know, I didn't have to go that avenue, but they had to get creative with how they want to promote themselves to the people. How they gonna how are they gonna get their name in front of the customer? And for the customer to give them, how they gonna get the customer to give them a shot? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then other than that, man, they need to get out there and make some relationships with some people that are kind of already, say, like in my position but bigger, and because that way, you know, that person can kind of bring them up, or they can learn from that person, and you know what I mean. So get creative and get out there and start making relationships with trainers that's been doing it for a long time.
So what it takes to be a trainer? Can anybody just say they a trainer? Like, what differentiates a trainer?
Yeah, I mean, technically, I feel like anybody can say they can be, you know, can say they're a trainer. I feel like you know, with me, man, it's like I be questioning sometimes, like this gym right here, okay? I be having people come in here and pay me what I feel like is like a premium price to train with me. But the building look like crap, you know what I'm saying? You know, like we got leaks, I be putting buckets out all the time, don't let it rain. Yeah. It's like an old battleship, right? So why would people continue to come here on Governors instead of go to like a high class, clean, I mean, this place clean, it just look dirty, you know. You know, trainer at some other location, and at the end of the day, the passion and love that you get from me versus somebody else, you're gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel that you know I care. You know, it's not just like you come in. I ain't just gonna tell you we're gonna do this workout, yada yada, and you know, just watch you do it. You know, you're gonna feel that I want you to perform it correctly. I'm gonna teach you how to perform it correctly, and you're just gonna feel the passion behind what I'm telling you we got to do to help you get to where you want to get to.
What kind of people expect if they want to book a session with you?
It's gonna be live.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's gonna be fun. I say live but fun. Whatever you relate the term live to me, it just means fun.
Right.
We gonna have a good time, but you're gonna learn. You know, if we establish beforehand that you want to be more about boxing, then that we're gonna learn that. But also, we're gonna learn a little bit of strength condition at the same time, because you yourself, you got your own physical attributes. You can do what you do, but you want to be faster with it. You want to be a little more strength behind it. We'll help you build that up.
Right. So for the people who ain't really boxing fans that's watching right now, do you train fitness in the other area? Let's just say somebody just a gym rat, they just like to work out. Like, could they come train with you if they didn't want to just do boxing?
Absolutely, man. I mean, actually, this morning I had the opportunity to get with Reggie Ragland. Believe it or not, like I was talking about relationships. I had built a relationship with a guy named Andy McCloy, who owns BCI Fitness down on Madison Boulevard, and I go to him on Saturdays. And he said, hey, you know, NFL guy gonna be with us today. I said, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, you know, he ain't got no aspirations of, going into boxing. You know, he just doing it for the fitness, to stay in shape, you know?
Right,
and whether Reggie continues to train with me or if it was just a one-time thing, you know, now he knows what it's like, you know?
Exactly.
But, yeah, you can do it for fitness, or you can come to me and we'll get you in shape for competing.
Okay, so you can come train with you for fitness, conditioning, boxing, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and basically the mindset or goal is that whatever we do here, boxing wise, if you can get the footwork in boxing, then you can get the footwork in any other sport out there. You know what I mean? Because the footwork and the technicalities of what we do is hard. You know, it's complicated, and you know, but if you can get it here, you can take it back to whatever sport you play, and you should be better at it.
Right. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? What we're gonna do too, for the same time, you know, this is dead ass serious right now, but we're gonna get you on Hustle and Motivate TV too. Show the people some visuals, man. Let them see what it's like.
Let's do it.
We're gonna get that going soon. And what's next for Alan, man?
You know, for me, I'm just gonna stay focused on the path I'm on now and let things unfold. I mean, like I said, I'm doing as far as numbers go, doing more than I ever have, building more relationships, getting to know more people, you know. Right. And man, I'm just gonna stay on that path and just keep having faith that everything is gonna be what it is. And
it is. It is. You stay at it too, man. And where else the folks can follow you at?
So the Boxing Gym has its own Instagram account, and that's at Rocks Boxing Club, ROCKSBOXINGCLUB. Oh, okay. It was hard. And then myself, I got my Instagram is Alan Martin, ALLENMARTIN _ RCR Boxing, for Rocket City Rocks Boxing.
Okay. All right. And before we get up out of here, man, I got a quick game I like to play. Well, this is the first time we're going to start this game. I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't
Let's
do
it. Hey,
first
perfect,
time,
man.
You're in the hot seat today, man. The first time. And the name of the game I'm going to roll with, man, we're going to call it I Got 5 on it.
All right, bet.
So what this going to detail is that I'm going to ask you about 5 questions to let the people know you a little bit more. You get what I mean?
Okay.
So, number 1, jab or straight?
Jab.
Number 2, hook or uppercut?
Uppercut.
Number 3, bench or squat?
You need both. you can't. That's what I mean. Like, look, I don't like this. You know, if I'm thinking barbell squat, I don't like to do them. But legs, you gotta do legs. You know what I'm saying?
Do legs.
You gotta love legs just like you love having chest. So that's a down the middle.
I think you need to say that again for the people in the back.
You
gotta do legs.
Gotta do legs.
All right, jumper jacks or jump rope?
Jump rope.
Jump rope, for sure. Gucci Man or Jeezy?
Jeezy.
I was just messing with you. I want to throw that in there. Field question is, man, treadmill or run outside?
Get outside and get on that road, man.
Get on that road, fresh air.
Yeah.
Fresh air, hot, cold, it don't matter.
Man, you can't be complaining about what the weather like. Everybody want to have a perfect day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can't have no perfect day.
It ain't nature don't work like that.
No.
It ain't perfect every day.
Man, nature, life, nothing work perfectly. So you might as well get out there, rain, sleet, snow. If you need to get there work, get the dough.
Go get it. Go hit the dough, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow my guy Allen, man. And just like that, we out. Dead ass serious.